Stampers, this is Stamping Mama from stampingmama.com. I'm here to show you a fun technique to make a boy card. Now it can be for a man that, you know, has inner boy inside, or just a boy, or just anyone that loves Legos. I love this card. I'm going to use it for my husband's birthday card, and he knows about it already. Oh well. So, sit back and relax and enjoy, and don't worry about writing down any details. Go to stampingmama.com after watching this video. Look at the details. I'll have all the dimensions and everything listed there on how to make this card. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And also remember that there will be a link at the bottom of this video. You can click on that and go to the 2. So here are the stamp sets that I'm using. This is Boys Will Be Boys, the fun Lego stamp, and this set, it's called And Many More, and it's in the annual catalog as well as the Boys Will Be Boys. And just to let you know, if you would like a catalog, please go to stampingmama.com, click Contact Us, and fill in your name and address, and I'll be happy to send you a catalog. I'd love to earn your business. As I'm grabbing this first step, you got this ready to go. This is for the big shop. This is on tab 1. This is plexiglass. Obviously, used a lot. This is real red cardstock. And here's the LArge Polka Dot embossing folder, and I want you to notice, you see this part right here, this part, it's a little shorter, and that makes it easier to fold your card around. Try to get close to the top as possible. I like to stick it on, actually I like to stick it on this way. I don't know what I'm going to do. Stick it on this way, and I actually like to stick this tab through the machine first because I'm not hanging. And depending where you are, you can be smacking your legs, smacking your arms, smacking your stuff. Depending on how you want it. You roll it through the machine. Sorry, shifting stuff. Here you go. This is the Lego imprint. I mean, doesn't it look like a Lego imprint? It's just, I mean, like, when you look at the Legos and Lego company, like the Lego you recognize most is the red Legos. So with this, I'm going to grab some smoky slate cardstock, and I have the dimensions located on my website at stampingmama.com. Click the link below to get you to the web page that shows you how to do this and all the dimensions. But I mean, as you can see, I'm just tearing this off, just tearing about 1/4 of an inch off on each side. I went ahead and I tore some off already, and I like to give the textured look on the top. Now I'm going to take some Tombow glue and go around, try to get the close to the corners because we'll fill up, but try not to do too much blobs of glue near the ends, most especially because it's gonna pop up all and get this Tombow glue can be sticky. Center it in the middle of the card stock, glue it down, and then grab some curry cardstock, or Daffodil Light, whatever you prefer, and grab the Tombow glue. Again, the dimensions are on my website. I mean, I'm about to tell you, there are just so many dimensions in this. Like, I'm sitting here looking at this. This is around like 2 inches by 3 inches something, but I know it's a specific of our English grammar dimensions. So if you would love to know, just check out my website. No worries here. Not cooking show like you're forcing to write down directions or anything. You try to center it in the gray cardstock. And then grab the Whisper White cardstock. It's just slightly smaller, and the stays on ink. You use this when you're coloring with writer markers, and you try to about halfway, well, close to the halfway mark. Just push down, straight up, put that off to the side. And what I'm going to do is show you the watercolor technique, and I'm going to do the blue first. This is Night of Navy, and you just shadow and basically swirl, swirl, and swirl, and swirl around the circle, swirl, and swirl. And then you just color in the lines a bit, shadowing sake, and then mark this up. So I'm using a clear block. I absolutely love the clear block, and you can get the whole bundle for 15% off, which is nice. You just go along the sides. You try not to squeeze it so there's too much water, and you don't necessarily have to do the watercolors on watercolor paper, but I highly suggest watercolor paper if you do a lot of watercoloring, because it will bubble. And if you do this and it bubbles a little bit, wait for as it dries, push it down. And here's the Daffodil Delight, and I didn't watercolor this one in. Now, if you want to, you can do it, but it's just right in there in the mix of it, and I don't want to mess up any colors. And then the red, you shadow on this side. Of the box. A little messy. Again, swoop, 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 swirl, whatever you want to call it. Swoop, swoop. Around the bottom edges of the Lego. And then, oops, rotate this. Scribble. Some people like using the refill inks, and this is sort of like a blender pen. You just rub it off on paper, and it gets rid of the color, and you can put a new color on it. And just swirl right over it, and this watercolor effect just gives it a 3D dimensional look. Hold on a second, I forgot something. And I'm back. Grab the smoky slate marker from my set. Just do a little shadowing. And mark that up a bit too. I'll just give it a nice clean watercolor effect. Nice shadow. Then take the Stampin' Dimensionals. It's a new sheet. I got blended in and stuff. I see too many people only putting one on or 4 on each thing when you're doing a rectangle that this is this big. I highly suggest that you add extra to it, because whether you store them or you send them in the mail, these will get squished. They run them through machines, and if you want to have the perfect straight look instead of a bowed look, which you don't want, I suggest sticking as many as you can on the big then center on this. And next we will grab the strips of Pool Party cardstock. And I use Stays On ink just because it's round, but if you want to use basic black ink for this or Memento ink for this, that's fine. It's like sometimes it's my rules. It's out already. Go ahead and use it. And then cover that back up so it doesn't dry out. Alright. So, you could either do it this way. I mean, you decide. For me, I like the banner effect better, but other people like the circle thing. Just gives a nice fun aspect, instead of just doing the banner thing. It's pretty to do. Get the lovely banner, but in order to do the circle thing that I showed you on the card beginning of the thing, use a 3/4 inch circle punch, and you try to line it up to the edges and punch. Now if you're just a little off, you just go back and center it again. And that's how you do that. Ta-da! Now, you're going to do, I don't know if you mail this in a snail mail, just be careful, because this is double dimensions. This is, yeah, just pillies off. Try to give a little center, then smush down. I preferred 3 for this. And you center it right there. So one last thing. I got a little gung ho. I used the and many more stamp, and I stamped on Whisper White cardstock. Let me grab my Tombow glue. Getting a little low there. So I happen to craft a lot. I find it handy. You can lay the Tombow down and it keeps the glue near the top or where you want it. And markers are rolling to me. Center it on the inside of the card. Lay it down. And voila! There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, and the last tip, if you want to add a little spring, take a tiny little rhinestone and add it to the eye. If you don't want to, you keep it this way. That's my little tidbit. If you'd like to know any more details about this card, just like I said before, go to stampingmama.com or click on the link below to find out the details and dimensions of this card. If you would like a catalog, I would love to send you one. I'd love to earn your business. Just please go to stampingmama.com, click Contact Us, put in your name, email, and your address, and I would be happy to send you a catalog. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and have a good day. Bye!